Hi everyone, welcome. It's Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, so it's time for Stamping with Denise. Just getting my hand view today. Having some technical difficulties, but we'll continue to work on those. Isn't technology wonderful? Anyway, I'm so glad you're here with me. It'll take folks a minute to find me on their feed, but I always suggest, if you go to my page and then you hit refresh after 8 p.m., it usually pops up with, if you refresh one or two times. So anyway, we're going to get a little bit of housekeeping. I'm so glad you're here with me. And please, if you like my video, please share my video and comment share down in the comments. And for everybody that shares, their name's entered in a drawing and get a chance to work on the project I worked. You get a chance to get the card that I will be working on tonight. So the last time we were together, I made this cute card using the Christmas bulbs, and I've had a lot of positive comments on it, and I'm so glad everybody likes this. So the winner of this card, though, for this week is Linda Jones. So Linda, congratulations. I will get this card out to you very soon. If you can't share, I understand. Would you give my video some hearts? Facebook likes the hearts better than the thumbs up, so give me some hearts. It helps it be seen on the algorithm. Doesn't cost you anything, and it helps my small business. And lastly, if you're watching on YouTube, welcome. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. And then once you do that, hit the little blue bell and you'll be notified when I load up a new video. And I do that most every Monday evening. I wasn't here last week. I had some conflicts, but I didn't know if I was going to make it tonight, but I did. And I'm so glad I did, and I'm here with you. And I have a great project to show you. Look at this cute card. I love this. It is a great way to use your Stampin' Up! DSP and showcase both sides of the paper. Who's got a lot of extra DSP around? I do. Raise your hand. I see you. Yep. So I'm going to show you how to do this quick, really simple card. And we are going to make this, and you're going to use up your DSP and be able to showcase both sides of this paper. Okay, so let me start out. First of all, we are going to use the designer series paper I'm going to use is this, and it is called A Walk in the Forest. And I don't know if you noticed, this is on page 5 of the current mini catalog. It's got some great designs. The trees on the paper you can cut out with that die set. The bears can cut out with the punch. The colors for this paper are Balmy Blue, Cherry Cobbler, Garden Green, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, and Pretty Peacock. Has some great papers in it. Let's look at those real quick. And again, these are not all Christmas. Some of these you could use for other occasions too. Like I think you could use those blue and white dots for something else. This could just be a winter card. It doesn't have to be a Christmas card. And this, I think, you would make a nice masculine card. But anyway, the great thing about this designer series paper is it is going to, for every pack they sell, Stampin' Up! Is going to donate $3 to, it says, a support organization that's dedicated to spreading cheer and providing support to those in need. That's one thing Stampin' Up! Does really well. They give back to the community. So buying this paper not only makes you happy, it helps out someone else in need. So there's 12 double-sided sheets. It's $12.50. Item number is 162377. That's on page 4 and 5 of the mini catalog. So that's what we're going to be using for our design, for our card here. And that's the back side of that. So this piece of paper, and oh, let me tell you, this also works really well for those pieces of 6x6 designer series paper that maybe you're not sure how to use. So this piece is 6 inches long by 5 inches tall, okay? So when you're choosing a paper, you have to make sure that both sides coordinate and you like the way they look together. And you have to pay attention to your design. This is going to be the outside. This is going to be the inside. I could just as easily turned it around, but I decided to do it this way. So along the 6-inch side, which is this side here, you're going to put a score at 2.5 inches in. Not 2.5, 2.25. I'm sorry here. Let me get my... So I have to make sure I don't, because we're going to fold it like this. So you want to make sure you're scoring it in the right spot. So 2, that's 2 inches. That's 1/4. I'm going to get my cutting blade out of the way. The scoring blade is the light colored one, okay? Now you don't want to go too hard, but you do want to put a couple of score lines in it, okay? So that you can fold it easy. And that's all we're going to do with the trimmer today. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to fold this in half. Let me get my bone folder here. So has everybody had a nice weekend? It was beautiful here. So I'm not a fall person, as you know, so. Okay, so there's two mats here. The first one is Balmy Blue, and this is the normal size of our card. This one is 5.5 by 4.25. This is Balmy Blue. This one's Pretty Peacock. That's 4 by 5.25. At first I thought I wanted to use Night of Navy with it. Even though it wasn't in the paper, it was dark like that. You know what? It just didn't look right. So I pulled out the Pretty Peacock, and I think that's going to look sharp like that. Don't Stampin' Up! Makes it so easy. Use the colors in the paper, in the designer series paper, okay? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. And so don't do that. It doesn't get any easier than the Stampin' Up! Way, because everything coordinates color-wise. Like the ribbon I'm going to use, it's this Balmy Blue double-stitched ribbon. Look at this. Look at how perfectly that matches. I wish I'd had some ribbon. I don't have any ribbon that's Pretty Peacock. That would have been nice to use, but I didn't have any. Okay. So I went with the Balmy Blue. I could have done the iridescent like I did on there, but I decided to go with the Balmy Blue because I hadn't used that ribbon because I hadn't used it too much. Come on. So are you getting started on your Christmas cards? I would love to see what you're making. Okay, there we go. That's essentially the base of our card. Now, as you can see, this has a panel on the inside for putting a little note on, and it has one on the front. For this card, I used the Scalloped Contours dies, and I used the middle one. For our card tonight, we are going to use the deckled rectangles, and I believe I already cut it out just to save a little bit of time. And I think this was the size I used. Yeah, I used the 1, 2, 3, 4th from the smallest one. We need to come up with a uniform way to number them, you know, so that we all know what we're talking about. Okay, so the stamp set and the dies that we're using, the bundle that we're using is Sending Cheer. I love, love, love these cute little dies, and it's the coordinating stamp set. We're going to do sending. I'm going to go ahead and stamp Sending Cheer in Pretty Peacock, okay? I have to tell you, I put this one together and I had totally forgot to stamp it. So I hate stamping when I've already done something on it, because if I mess it up, I don't have a way to fix it, you know? But I probably would have fixed it, had a way to fix it, but okay. So this is Pretty Peacock. Put my mat under my, since I'm stamping with a photopolymer stamp set. And there we go. It's not really a traditional Christmas color, but you know what? It's beautiful. I love it. So let's put that over here. We are going to go ahead and build our actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start with the ribbon. Let's do the ribbon next. Okay. Now, something you have to keep in mind. Okay, first of all, I'm not good at tying ribbons that go all the way around the paper. I kind of cheat. But you do need to make this go all the way to the back and over here to attach. And I'll show you what I mean. Okay? Where are my scissors at? And my glue dots. Okay. So we're going to put it, let's say, right about there. Okay. Where's a glue dot? Here. Pull that back. And put that there. Wrap this around. I'm going to have it overlap just a little bit and trim that off and put another glue dot to attach it. Because like I said, I am not good at tying bows, you know, when it's wrapped around the card. So, okay. And we'll come back and we'll put this knot on here in a minute. I don't want, well, maybe we'll go ahead and do it. Okay. So we're going to put this through here. Now this ribbon's a little bit stiffer than that other ribbon. But now while I'm turning this, I want to turn this so that the blue side of my ribbon shows. So in the knot, see, because otherwise the white side would show, but I want the blue side to show. Okay, so we'll cut this here. Cut this here. And see, by leaving it attached here, that's all I wasted for my ribbon. Not much at all. And I might end up tacking that down with a glue dot. Sometimes I do, if I want my ribbon to stay in a certain way. We'll see what it looks like, okay? But there's my bow. Now what did I want to do? Oh, now we're going to use I'm going to pull out the mini cut and emboss machine. I love this little one. Isn't it just adorable? And it's perfect for to use here on my videos. So I got my plates. So I need a piece of Pretty Peacock let me do it this way. So I'm going to do this all in one fell swoop. Okay, so that's for my stocking. We're going to make it Pretty Peacock. This is for the toe and the heel on the sock, and this is for the fuzzy part. Okay, there we go. We're all on there. I just gotta get it started. There we go. And I just love how this folds up. It's perfect to take to a crop or some kind of crafting event. So there's my stocking. Oh, I lost this die, so keep a close eye on them. Let me put them all those over. Okay, so here's the fuzz on the stocking, and here's the 2 pieces for the stocking toe and heel. Let me set these out of the way. Perfect. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell on this stocking. I'm trying to see. Yeah, kind of you can see it. I covered it with Stella. You might or might not see it. Here. There you go. You can kind of see it. Okay, so gotta love Stella. So I'm going to do this right now, and I'm going to. If you don't know what Stella is, it's glitter in a kind of a clear, I don't know, clear, I don't know. It's not adhesive. But it is liquid. But when it dries, which only takes a second or two, you know, it lays down this Stella or the glitter, and it just adds an extra little dimension of wow. So perfect. If you don't have a Stella, you got to get Stella. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, you can kind of see my glitter on there. Okay. So we're going to put that on the stocking here. I probably could have put this on before I did the Stella. It probably would have been easier, but that's okay. There we go. Oh, it looks pretty in person. It just looks gorgeous. Okay, now I have the toe and the heel. And for these little pieces, I want to get my little tweezer things to hold on to it. So see, this one's going to go right there. So I'm going to put that in there this way. I'm going to get my Tombow glue. I'm going to put just a little bit on the back there. That might even be too much. Let me get a piece of scrap here. There we go. Here's a piece of scrap. I'm just taking a little bit of that off. That's a little trick. So if you've got too much on there, just hold on. I'm trying to make it fit here. There we go. That works pretty good. There we are. Okay. And then this is the heel. And again, I'm going to hold on to that. There we go. Yay. It's looking good already. Let me pull my card over that I'm working on. And put that right on here like this. Okay. Let me get my dimensionals. Love dimensionals. Although the card I did last time we were together, if you noticed, it had no dimensionals on it. And that's rare for me to do a completely flat card, but sometimes it just works out that way. Okay, so I'm going to move this over. We'll put this little guy right there. There we go. Now all I have to do is attach it to the card. Now, you're only going to put adhesive on this side of your piece because you don't want to put it here because it'll glue to your designer series paper on the inside. You won't be able to open your card. Okay, so let's see, how's that look? That looks great. That's good. There's that. See, and it looks like it's wrapped all the way around, but we know the secret. Okay. Now all I have to do is put the panel on the inside, and I'll show you. You've seen my trick before, and I'll show you again. Where's my adhesive? It'll be perfectly lined up with this one, and I'll show you. I've got adhesive on the back. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to adhere it that way, but I'm going to see, I'm going to line this up right here. Right on the back of that. Then I'm going to close it down. And then it's perfectly lined up with the one on the front. Works every time, but it's exactly in the right spot. So I hope you like this quick, fun card. Great way to use up your designer series paper and see both sides of the paper at once. So let me know if you've got any questions. Tell me what you think about the card. And I will see you next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern for Stamping with Denise. Take care now. Bye-bye.